Hello, everyone. I'm here to talk a little bit more about programming I've been doing. I kind of got rid of that idea I was doing before that game. I didn't like how it was looking. I didn't like how it was turning out, and so I decided to go along the route of like a kind of like a 2D side-scrolling RPG. But one of the first things I realized I need to do is create a level editor, and that's what I've been working on as of late. The menu system is really not all that great. It's not doesn't look very professional, but I'm gonna explain some things and show you some of the like. I have it set to where I can put background sprites and scroll through the level. So I'm gonna kind of show that right now. For first, I'm gonna set the dimensions for the level. The x uh, the x value determines how many I'm sorry, how many columns of screens there's gonna be. So if I pick x5 and y1, then that means the level is going to be 5 screens wide and 1 screen high. So let's make it 5 screens wide and 2 screens high. Okay. Now that I set the dimensions for the level, I can press my middle mouse button and scroll through. And if you notice, the screen location changes as I move the mouse. If I hold my left mouse button, I can go faster. I can scroll faster to the level. I set it up that way because just having it move pixel by pixel with your arrow mouse means you end up having to go like off your screen just to get to the end of the level, and it's too much. So I had to have a faster way. So left mouse button does that. Now let's go to screen 0. That's my bottom left screen. My bottom left screen is always screen 0. So, and that's just 512 by 384 screen location. Now I'm going to go ahead and go to my sprites. These are categories for sprites, like different level kind of categories. Like intro is just kind of like where the game's going to start. I just called it intro. Now background is what we're going to be fooling with, because that's what I have coded in. But I'm going to explain what these other things are. Static back means anything that's on top of the backgrounds that doesn't move. Dynamic back will be anything that's on top of the backgrounds that can move. Bumpable just means things that players and NPCs and monsters will run into and bump. So like the floor, ceiling, wall will be bumpables. Static front, it's the same as static back, except it's things in front of the player um, that'll appear in front of the player on the screen. A dynamic front, the same idea with dynamic back, just it's stuff in front of the players and the NPCs that can actually move. So I'm going to go ahead and click backgrounds. I only have 3 backgrounds set up. Um, and Z order is basically the layer. If I make the Z order 1, that means it's going to be the first dynamic background layer. And what that means is, let me try to explain it. Have you ever played a game where the background moves very, very slow as your character moves, and the things in the screen moves with them? You can have different layers like that to give this illusion of depth. So the background, the Z order 1 is the very back. And that will move very slow. Z order 2 is in front of that, but it still moves slower than the player and the rest of the stuff on the screen, but it moves quicker than Z order 1. And Z order 3 is the final dynamic background layer. Z order 4 is a static background layer, and these 3 backgrounds I have set here are static background layers. So we're going to pick Z order 4, I'm going to pick this one, and bam, it's up on the screen. And when I got this working, guys, I was freaking out. I was like, wow, I'm making my own level editor. Well, anyway, I scroll down. Actually, I can scroll up too, as you can see, because I have it 2 screens high, right, and two screens high, and 5 screens wide. But we don't want to go. Well, we could go above just to show it off. Now, let me move to the next screen. This is screen 1. That's the way I have it coded. It's not really important for you to know what screen it is, though. Let's go ahead and put this here. So now you see how they connected. Pretty cool, huh? Basically, I was going to start the game where it's like a spaceship, okay? And this screen, oh, I'm sorry, get it to where it won't move. This screen will be where it's still moving. Oh, there we go. Oh, I got to do it on the screen. I'm gonna have like a robot kind of shop here, where there's gonna be like a robot, and it's gonna be like, this is where you can buy stuff, and over here is kind of like where the level starts, the intro level. It's like your home level, where you come back to get new weapons and everything. And this is actually where an event will happen, where the player will be on the left and the NPC will be on the right, and he'll be explaining the whole story about what's going on and why you're here, blah 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 blah. Anyway, let's move over here and let's put another background just to put it at 2560. Z order 4. This will be where you choose missions. There'll be like a terminal here where you can choose to go to a new level, and you get levels and everything. It'll be like a 2D RPG. There's still two more screens after this to the right, but that's not important. Let's put another screen just for the sake of showing off how this works. Let's see. I think I need to be. Is 250 right? I don't know. It really doesn't matter that much. No, it's got to be 52, I believe. Oh, that's as high as I can go. Oh, so that's right. Oh, I was looking at the X value, not the Y value. But anyway. So let's put another one just for the fun of it and see how they all work together. As you can see. Well, it's not lined up properly, but doesn't matter. You see, I can add new backgrounds. I use a program called MT Paint to do these backgrounds, and it doesn't have to look this ancient. I did it. I made it to look this ancient on purpose. I want my game to kind of look kind of retro. But anyway, you get the idea, and I think it's working out pretty well, and I'm kind of excited how my level art is turning out, but there's still a lot of work to do. I mean, sure, I got backgrounds going on the screen, but there's things like events, like dialogue. All these things need to be set level by level, so it needs to be set in the level editor. Also, things like start position, where the player starts, where monsters appear. All these things needs to be put in the level editor, so it's going to take me a very long time to do all of that, but I'm hoping I can get it accomplished and be able to do what I envision in my mind. And but even after I get the whole level editor thing done, I still need to set up my original program to be able to load levels and to be able to take that information and load it in and it all work right. So, but anyway, I just wanted to share this with you to show that I got some graphics now. Because someone had mentioned that I have no graphics in my original videos. It was all text boxes and it was kind of boring. A friend of mine mentioned that in person. But anyway, now I got something to show, and that's it for now. And hopefully, when I get more accomplished, that's worth the video, I'll post it. See you soon. Goodbye.